There. That should update that just fine. Excellent. Tilt this light here. All right, that is a touch better. Anyway, hi, restarting this. Hi, I'm James Howell. This is the Deltahead stream, and today we are going to stream Dino Stalker, a PS2 game for the GUNCON2 that was released kind of mid-2000s and is in fact canon for Dino Crisis. So while folks trickle in, I'm going to start doing something new here for the stream. For the first 5 minutes, I'm just going to talk about whatever I've been reading, and that'll give anybody who's getting the link or getting themselves good and ready for whatever that means chance to show up. So this week I have been reading The Lusiads by Luís Vaz Camões. I don't know if that's correct pronunciation because I don't speak Portuguese, but this is the 15th century Portuguese epic poem that is kind of commemorating Portugal's first forays into the what is in Western European textbooks known as the Age of Exploration, and in the rest of the world known as the Age of European Imperialism. So, but yeah, this is, I mean, you know, it's a piece of history. A lot of the poetry is quite good, but it does something that's really, really weird in this because, you know, Portugal being located, you know, on Spain, the Iberian Peninsula, you know, most of Spain, I don't think a lot of people know this, most of Spain was occupied, and I mean it was a Muslim nation for hundreds of years, and then you know Christian nations sort of took root in France and then managed to push their way down, and then once the Muslim state sort of fractured, then the Christian nations in the it was like these would have been like the latter Crusades came down and used the divided political situation to claim that into what is Spain and legally, actually I think yes, legally a Catholic country. So you know the Christian-Muslim difference is like a really big deal in this. And the Christian God obviously is a major source of providence, the belief in empire. But what's really wild is that the Greek gods or the Roman gods are like actual players in this. They're actual characters, and they're the ones who are doing everything. They're the ones who are saving the Portuguese sailors. They're the ones who are intervening to reveal plots and to give good winds and stuff like that. And then the captains go and they thank Providence. They thank you know, the Christian God's providence. And like that's not even a character. So it's like in this nationalistic piece of literature where their religious view is like core to their identity, that isn't the universe this exists in. It's really weird. And yeah, I haven't encountered anything like this before. At least I did not expect this to be the case for 15th century epic poetry. So yeah, that's good stuff. So there's our 5 minutes, there's our intro, and here is our box art. Dino Crisis, GUNCON2. And I'm going to put on headphones for this because it is a shooter and that sound cues are valuable. Also, I can do that with the CRT, which I can't readily do with the digital output. Oh, let's close this. But yeah, one of the reasons why Camões emphasizes the Roman gods so much is the purpose of the poem is to put you know, the Portuguese Empire in the same sort of stratosphere and the same like status as Roman Empire, which was like considered like the height of culture and civilization, etc. So he's like saying like, oh, all these literary devices that you know Virgil used for the Aeneid, I'm going to use these too and elevate my people to that same kind of status. And just in the process, just happens to undercut like one of the major parts of their national identity. It's kind of amazing. It's the aim of my GunCon. Here we go. I pulled my chair up just a little bit closer to give myself a little bit more advantage, because the screen on this that I'm playing on is, I can't really stress enough, very small and difficult to use. Here, let's put you right there, friend. So the opening FMV is absolutely worth watching. You waiting on me? Okay, cool. There we go.
In 2009, a dimensional shift occurred in the Boldenia Republic. This damaged the ecological system of the Cretaceous period, thus endangering the creation of mankind. To avoid this catastrophe, the Senate of the United States of America executed a project codenamed Noah's Ark Plan. Its mission was to send the Cretaceous creatures to the future. Once the crisis passed, the Cretaceous creatures were to be returned to their original time.
Man, you want to talk about pushing off your problems. I gotta say, for the generation this is, that water effect is quite good. Yeah, hi Mode 7. Yeah, well, I mean, it's, you know, 15th, 16th century nationalist poetry, so it, I mean, yeah, it's, you got to read it in context. But even reading it in context, it does some really weird things. So, that was the background for Dino Stalker. Dinosaurs were sent to the future. We thought we would deal with it later. We kind of didn't get around to it, is what I'm taking away from that. Looking at just certain aspects of the FMV here, I mean, it's brighter. It's almost like got some more Sega colors than. This is Mike Wireo, or Vireo, in the text there. It's got more Sega bright colors than Resident Evil Dead Aim, but the FMVs have a quality that's very similar. And they are much more dynamic. Bail, Mike. Mike's got kind of a, giving me a Steve from Code Veronica vibes. All grown up and in the 40s. Unless that's his abandoned plane accidentally running into him, I have a hard time seeing what the pilot could gain by running its propellers, which are fragile things, into a falling target. Stage 1, Cretaceous Creatures. So, teleported to God knows where. God knows where gun. God knows what wristwatch. plus dinosaurs. It's giving that watch a lot more attention than I think I would have in that situation. So in this 360-degree sort of level, you you use the D-pad that's on the back of the gun to change your perspective. There's a little radar down there, sort of showing you where your next targets are, and it is pretty cool seeing all this plane debris kind of coming through. Whoop. And unlike Resident Evil Dead Aim, your ammunition in this is unlimited, so it much more closely fits the profile of a more arcade shooter. So what you can do is you can use your you can use the bullet decals as kind of a sign for where you're hitting, and just keep on firing without much consequence, unless you're going for, you know, an accuracy bonus. All right, I got a turn. Where are you? All right, almost lost my combo. Oh. Whew. I've got to say, it is a strain on the thumb to constantly be turning with the D-pad here. That's some bad news bears for Mike. Yeah, Steve's voice in general, look, I mean, it's, Dreamcast came out like right before PS2, I believe. Yeah, it came out before PS2. So, I did get hit once. I got hit once, and that must have cost me something. Yeah, Steve Burnside, I think his name was. So has that sort of like very like unnaturally symmetrical ice cream texture to the face look, and his Canadian accent will always be a marker of that character in people's memories. Let's start. Yeah, let's do this. Stage 2, Strangers. This takes more advantage of this heal. That is not, there was nothing intelligible on this end either. So this is, again, it takes it kind of slightly outside the range of normal arcade shooter, because you do use the D-pad here to move forward, back, and you kind of turn on your axis. You have a special weapon, which you tap this on the bottom switch between. That's pretty handy. And these two buttons on the side, strafe left and right, unless you press them both together, and then you get a zoom, which I have not, in my time playing this, been able to make good use of, just mainly because you're on a timer, which we might fail as I'm showing you this. Hi, Toe. It's good to see you. Um, but yeah. There we go. Oh, right, I was aiming off the screen. Anyway, yeah. Also, okay. Yeah, this is also interesting. I didn't really put this together until now, but your aim in this is attached to the D-pad instead of to the gun, but where you aim on the screen still determines whether or not you get a shot off. So it's very awkward and difficult to play with these sort of more tactical features. So maybe later in the game, I actually haven't beaten this, maybe later in the game those features will play out. And let's see. Yeah, you know what? I know from experience that unless like you use like every second on that for my skill level, that's basically unbeatable. So we're gonna restart that. 2002. I was kind of off. How are you tonight, Toe? No, not new game. All right. It's interesting that unlike many games, modern game UIs, it doesn't default to load game. Hi Frigid, how are you doing tonight? We're playing Dino Stalker, a GUNCON2 Dino Crisis game that I'm pretty sure is canon. And if it's not, it should be. Here, don't need to watch that again. Oops. Yeah, you can. It does do something also kind of counterintuitive to a lot of shooters, where you see health on the screen and your instinct is to shoot it, which actually works for these crystals here. They add to your time. But if you get items on the screen and you shoot those, that actually destroys them. You need to run by and pick those up. Somewhat inconsistent. Whoop. Like that grenade. Oh wow, I have never had a row of grenades as my special weapon. That's pretty nifty. There we go. They're the Cathies, which were the dinosaurs that killed John Hammond in the book Jurassic Park, I recall. Little swarmy creatures. Whoop. Radar on the bottom is actually pretty dang useful. Yeah, I'll take that. Someone behind me. Okay, shoot. I can't. Oh man, I replaced my Magnum with the equivalent of the Castlevania dagger. And honestly, these dinosaurs were beamed to the future, and they seem to be doing pretty well for themselves. I'm not really sure what place I have to really just show up and start shooting them. What have I got? That is pretty dang good, and I'm going to keep it. Yeah, giant cockroaches. Now we are in the realm of horror. And they're, I feel like they're throwing, maybe I'm playing this the wrong way. They're kind of throwing a lot of guns at me. I think with the intention that I play around with them. As kind of a tutorial thing. There we go. Oh, that's cool. The way they do the bullet cycling. It shows the bullet head disappearing off the ones that I've fired, and it doesn't cycle the shell off screen because it's still in the revolver chamber. I think it's kind of cool. Though it is a little bit confusing if oh, Dino's behind me! Oh! Ah. Where am I? Okay, cool. I'm stuck on some geo. Gotta get back up. Is this my way up? Oh man, giving me this, oh, that's how I do it. Okay, I'm gonna run out of time. Oh no, I picked up trash. I'm not sure what the benefit of that is. Oh no, I got turned around. Okay. Yes, this is my forward path. Can't really overstate how difficult it is to steer with the thumb here. I think maybe somebody with a larger hand might have better luck.
Who are you? Tell me, where are we? I was flying over the Atlantic where there were no islands in sight. Then boom, I'm here. What on earth is going on? Hey, say something, will ya?
Give her a chance to speak, dude.
Trinity? Hey, wait!
But I'm curious what the exact relationship is narratively between this gun that I apparently have as a rifle that's my cannon weapon, pun unintended. And all these handguns and things that I seem to be picking up. All right. It's like our special painted Velociraptor is a mastermind of sorts. It's spoiling the end of Jurassic Park for me. Oh, that's... Move it, fella. Oh. Oh boy. I'm really hoping this can let me take care of these guys in the time limit here. Whew! Close. I think this is the you got us down but not out. We're gonna regroup and come another day kind of victory. No bonus. Breaking my heart. I missed what? 21? Man. Cretaceous period is tough. I do like this little device that I am given as a as kind of a save instrument. So I've got like an on and off button there, a directional pad, and what looks to be like a keyboard except without all the keys. Can only assume that those are individual functions rather than a full alphabet, or once the third energy transported everybody to the future in the interest of transporting them back eventually, we just lost a few letters of the alphabet. All plausible. Tracking. I'm guessing that is some of the wreckage of his plane. And I'm also, okay, so it looks like when we transported the dinosaurs to the future, we also transported ourselves to the future to take care of them. Hence the U.S. Army watercraft, which definitely does not look World War II era. Plesiosaurs are just sea monsters. Oh, that is straight up terrifying. The sea generally, and this particular form of it. So part of the trick there is to not shoot the center of your screen long enough so you can pick up those items and then shoot the enemies that are dashing in front of you. Yeah! Before they hit you. This gives me a very, I think like the bright, colorful palette is giving me kind of like Panzer Dragoon feelings. Oof. It's swinging my camera around. I've got to make up for the difference using the D-pad. Just challenging on the thumb. I know it's destructible. I was shooting it. Since the progress here is kind of predetermined by auto-scroll, I can only assume that the timer that I'm saving up for is maybe like boss fight related, because I sure can't make it go any faster. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, okay. Oh, that's, I don't get refills on those. Reloads. That's the word I'm looking for. Frigid Mirth, I will answer you right after this cutscene, because I do not want to miss this plesiosaur threat. So I bought a GUNCON2, and I thought, you know what, this is a really strange peripheral that I wished I had had when Resident Evil Dead Aim came out, and I never played. So, I mean, I never played with. I played Dead Aim, only only with a controller. So I decided to make up for lost time and give a go to as many of the more unique ones as possible, which all tend to be Capcom titles. What am I looking at here, health-wise? Okay, that's all good. And yes, they do. Yes, most of it, they do just launch themselves right at me. They are confident in the outcome. Oh wow, that's a lot. How did you get... These guys sneak up on you. Okay, yeah, I guess that time investment was for the boss fight at the end. Gotta say, he was holding his own against the current quite well. But that's a broken neck. So, good game. All right. I feel like that should be a solid B for the damage I took, but the game thinks better. Oh, to have the seafaring luck of a video game protagonist who gets swept away underwater. You'll always wake up on a beach.
Am I dead? Or am I to wander for eternity? Never knowing what happened, where I am. Might as well be dead.
Oh wow, this is a real Planet of the Apes moment. These things are quite a bit faster. Then, oh, no, pick it up. And oil fields. Gotta say, the controls in this game are kind of brutal. I actually wish it. I actually wish it were on rails, because I don't feel like the adventure component that it's selling here. The adventure component is not being paid off well enough. That's kind of nice. My God, I can't keep a bead on a single direction for the life of me. Oh, what? Oh, they're stealing my stuff. I've got like no time to go back and get that. Kind of feeling that my ideal strategy here might just be to run and hope I get to the end before I get killed. Oh, and it worked. This is just bizarre. It's like history's trash heap.
For all I know, I've already gone completely insane. Why are you doing this to me?
First find Paula. You have to find Paula.
Oh, maybe that girl.
The clock is ticking. The catastrophe will happen very soon.
Quit trying to stall with that stupid excuse.
Buddy, if your zoom can go that far, well, maybe the bullet's trajectory doesn't go that far.
Without being noticed by the dinosaurs.
I was thinking he could, you know, if he's got his scope sight on her, he might as well help her, but that doesn't seem to be an option. Hi, Smiley-O. It's good to see you. I'm really hoping, what have I got in my inventory left here? Nothing! I don't want to die. Health item, please? Don't flank me. You know I don't have the dexterity to deal with that. This is good. Yes, I do want. And I spend immediately. I really hope I can make it to this thing. Alright, cool. I think one of the difficulties with this peripherals design is I don't think I've found a single, like, consistent, comfortable hand position for holding it. It just seemed like I alternate between them depending on which one makes different parts of my hands tired first. Ah, nuts. Oh, no. Are you on the other side? You probably are. Whew. Glad I saved that. Where are you? Okay. Thank you, special laser weapon. You served well. Oh no. Crossbow. I don't know if this is a situation where, well, I'm... Oh wait, no, that doesn't do anything. I'm wondering if... Like, the more primitive weapons do more? That old trope. Oh, who is it? Oh. There we go. A lesson I'm coming to appreciate is that special weapons are kind of not meant to be saved. How do I get up there? Oh. Catch up with the chat real fast. Viper! I'm really glad you made it, yeah. So this game has got great production values. I mean, it's a really good arcade shooter, but again, like Resident Evil Revelations, like Resident Evil Dead Aim, it has adventure game elements to it, except it's entirely in first person. And I'm not really 100% sure they work super well, given how you have to keep moving and also press the D-pad while also aiming. So like by pressing that thing, it kind of messes with your aim. It's tank control-y, so you back up and wind up swiveling to the left, and you don't mean to. So it's not perfect, but again, if they had just like, I kind of wish the D-pad were right here or somewhere on the side where I could control it with my left hand instead of having to use it with the same hand that I'm moving my dude. Oh. disappeared. Okay, there we go. It's also on a timer, and it's on a timer, and yet there are still adventure game components like this here, where I have to find the right path forward. It appears to be kind of a platforming challenge. And I find myself really hoping that the extra time that I'm given is to account for mistakes made here, rather than for some boss fight down the line where I will absolutely want this time. Okay. Okay. Good. What? Okay, sweet. Let's go. This really is the trash heap of the universe. That's Bonnie and Clyde. These were the bosses of the first level. Oh. Ah! I kind of want them to fight each other. Oh, yes, I could brute force it.
You know my name? But why? Where are we anyway? You have to tell me. Tell me something. Anything.
Dimensions. Chasm.
Dimensions? Chasm?
Lost. In hyperspace.
Lost in hyperspace? Ugh! I don't understand at all.
In the year 2009, a new energy source codenamed Third Energy accidentally overflowed and caused a dimensional time warp. This devastated our timeline by inflicting serious damage on the ecological system of the Cretaceous period, almost 65 million years ago. We discovered that the damage would eventually jeopardize the creation of mankind. Therefore, in order to avoid the catastrophe, we executed a project codenamed the Noah's Ark Plan. The mission was to send the dinosaurs living in the Cretaceous period into a future point in the timeline, which had a similar environment. Once we restored the ecological system, the dinosaurs would be returned to their original time. The project was proceeding perfectly. We sent the dinosaurs into the future, 3 million years ahead of our present time. This allowed the dinosaurs to avoid the catastrophe of their ecological system. However, an accident occurred while we were returning the dinosaurs to their original time. All the personnel except myself who had taken part in the project were killed. After that, a machine called the Mother Computer supervised the project. The Mother Computer started to malfunction.
This is a lot.
Another dimensional time warp. Instead of sending the dinosaurs back to their original time, the time warp sent the dinosaurs to hyperspace. Now you are in hyperspace with the dinosaurs. I'm Dylan Morton,
You are now in hyperspace with the dinosaurs is an amazing sentence.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that I'm not in 1943 anymore? How is that possible? What? Where are you going to take me?
Papa. Papa.
Papa?
She has a very, like, Nina from Dragon's Quarter monosyllabic, like, shield over crazy depth of intelligence feel. Or not intelligence, but like awareness being plugged into the situation. I do like, it's really funny that humankind in this sent dinosaurs 3 million years ahead into the future, because you would think that if we, as humans now populating the Earth, do not want dinosaurs, they sent it to a time where they projected that we'll have killed ourselves. So they're like, I don't know, what's a pretty wide margin whereby we're absolutely not going to make it? 3 million years? All right, send the dinosaurs there. Now you are in hyperspace with the dinosaurs. D-ranking it up. All right, so this is officially as far as I've made it in the game. I think after now you were in hyperspace with the dinosaurs, I realized that I wasn't really sure the game could top that.
Mike, you seem to have found Paula, but Trinity's coming. Leave there as soon as possible.
First, tell me who you are. And what is a Trinity?
My name's Dylan Morton.
Papa. Papa.
So, your father is the one who got me involved in all of this.
Trinity moves under the command of the Mother Computer.
Mother computer?
I'll transmit the details to you, but you must leave there ASAP and follow Paula's instructions.
This, human beings in, oh wait, we're getting more exposition from Dylan.
The Mother Computer decided that a leader dinosaur was needed to complete the Noah's Ark plan. The Mother Computer created a perfect dinosaur from DNA of the Troodon, which had high intelligence. The Mother Computer named the leader Trinity. The Mother Computer bestowed Trinity with the power to control all the dinosaurs. Trinity's mission parameters are simple: to kill anyone who stands in their way and preserve the lives of the dinosaurs. From this point of view, you and Paula, who threaten the dinosaurs right now, are seen as objects to be eliminated.
I mean, that makes sense. I can't say the dinosaurs are really in the wrong there. I did just show up and start shooting. Pitch black Tyrannosaurus. Trinity the Troodon. I didn't put that together, but I'm guessing that's Trinity right there.
They want us dead pretty badly. Paula, let's run to that jeep. Hurry, now!
Ooh. Oh no, I'm dead, aren't I? Oh. Dinosaur City. It kind of looks like the statue that you get the unicorn medallion from in Resident Evil 2. Or, no, I'm sorry, the... No, yes, that's it. That's it. Guess Paula just wanted to see what I was made of. Oh my god! Okay. Oh! No! Whew. Oh, no, 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 come back! Yes. Ashford Shopping. These are some very cute call-outs to Resident Evil. Ashford in this case, I think being Alexia and Alfred Ashford from Code Veronica. Oh wait, I can move? Ah, the Agile Carnotaurus. Okay. Not sure. what my strategy here is, besides just shoot them a lot. That's pretty cool. Close. Jeez. Aw, man. After fighting them 3 times and having them run away each time, I'm starting to become kind of attached to them. But this is kind of amazing. There's like a whole shopping center in this hyperspace that was apparently picked up and dropped wholesale. Pun unintended. Alright, one hit. No, turn! Whew! Man. She's been going 45 the whole time. 45 saves lives. That's really funny. Oh man, yeah, that's really funny. I gotta say, I really dig the fact that they came up with like this like narrative framework to somehow make running through a jungle and then being on the water, then being in a desert, and now being in a city work. The fact that the city had like a working power grid and everything, and you got to see the T-Rex just like bonking its head on everything was pretty great. That was probably my favorite set piece to date. That's a hell of a jump.
Paula, you all right?
I can't say I'm really on my own side here. Really, I mean, we took the dinosaurs, we sent them 3 million years in the future, then we stuck them in hyperspace, and then we finally gave them a leader, and now we're just going and, like, dude is killing them. Doesn't feel like being on the right side of anything here. Oh god, I am 100% confident. I'm gonna be restarting this. Shot my own resuscitation pack.
Continue. 9. 8.
Something I like about this, it has that sort of like early 2000s
6.
arcade voiceover, very precise articulation.
4. 3. 2.
Again, Viper's just got that Sega arcade feel. Yep. Oh, good, I can destroy equipment. Alright, this is where Trinity, I assume, is summoning more dinos. Whoop! We meant to kill that one. I'm sure this highly refined piece of technology that I will surely need to get the hell out of here is safely destructible. Whatever this is, yes, give. Oh! Whoop! Did not mean to do that. Maybe I need to move when Trinity does that. I like the boss fight design a lot. This is cool. Oh, okay, cool. Just gotta shoot Trinity enough and knock her out of the air. At least I assume it's a her, because that's the Matrix character. And that's my only frame of reference here. Whew. Oh, behind me. Crap, where are you? Whew. Jeez, it's tense. I don't feel good about that, just to be clear.
Welcome, Lieutenant Blackwired.
Papa!
What's this? Some kind of movie? You're not here?
I'm in the future, 3 million years ahead of your time. From there, I'm making contact with the hyperspace you are in.
How convenient for you. You get to sit back and watch while we fight for our lives.
This is not what you think it is. When the mother computer went out of control, I was left alone in this world.
So what do you want me to do? You mentioned a catastrophe or something?
There's a volcano close by. I want you to go down inside its crater. There you will find the mother computer. Debug and reconstruct the program, returning this timeless floating island back to the Cretaceous period 65 million years ago, where it belongs. There is only a few minutes left for us. Got it?
Why me? Why did you choose me?
Intensive resistance from the mother computer can be expected. There was no way Paula would be able to carry out her mission alone. So I calculated and reached the conclusion that I could bring someone from the year 1943 to this porch, utilizing a time slip.
There are lots of people living in 1943, you know?
In this mission, extreme intelligence and bravery are required. Also, most important of all, the person has to be on the brink of his final hour when he is transported here.
Final hour?
I couldn't force someone who still had a long life ahead of him to come here. I couldn't guarantee that he would make it back.
That's actually pretty cool.
You mean, it's me? Because whether I die in 1943 or I die here, it doesn't make any difference.
If this ground is not returned to its proper time within the next few minutes, the Earth will be destroyed by the contortion of the dimensions. I am counting on you, in my word.
Stop it. I'm going to die, no matter what.
Mike! Mike!
Oh,
These are a bewildering set of human emotions on parade. So the notion of bringing somebody, pulling somebody for this kind of thing this like who's about to die. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. I'm a little bewildered by Mike's like his first impulse apparently to tackle the man, and then be surprised that he's a hologram. It's the tackling that is very strange. Okay, I see now. This isn't the this isn't like a computer. This is the wrist thing that's in his background. Determination. This is the cool zone of history. Can love bloom in hyperspace with the dinosaurs? I mean, we're gonna find out. That looks like a whole level I would have played through.
Let's go. There isn't much time left.
Yeah, Mike says no hugs in hyperspace.
Are you the final enemy? Come on! I'm sending your prehistoric butt back where it belongs. In this world, dinosaurs stink. Paula, go!
Actually, Mike, that's exactly the opposite of what you're doing. I think Dylan is trying to send his prehistoric butt back where it belongs. We just listened to the whole exposition about this fella. Yep. Come on, Mike needs a payday. Oh no! Oh, damn it. Okay, let's run, run, run. Rocket launcher? In fact, yes. That weapon drop made that very easy. You're right, Toe. I'm not sure what I'm pretending to save at this point. Yep. Whatever this item is, I see goodies. Rocket launcher, please. Oh wow, that's doing nothing. boy. One second. Hi. So, here we have a creature that I'm trying very hard to send back to the Cretaceous period. It's a skylight. Oh yeah! Who wanted in here for reasons other than this? Nope. 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 You got what you wanted, now you get it. You bought the ticket, ride the bus. Hug me. I'm giving my hand a little break here, and I mean, okay. So like 9 times out of 10, when she wants in here, she wants to become like a wire gremlin and wrap herself in them. And then gradually, when she freaks out, realizes that she is surrounded by constraints, start hauling my things in whatever direction she decides to freak out in. But now she's just like laying down, and yeah, that's unusual. Just gonna take this thing off my wrist for a second. Oh my god. Finally. I think this cat, she has some separation anxiety stuff. I got her when she was 6 months old, which would have been back in February, and I'm pretty sure she must have been like put in some sort of isolation at some point in a way that she didn't like, because anytime she is even just like one barrier away from somebody, knowing, presumably based on experience, that they will come back out within like 2 to 5 minutes, it is just like it is a meltdown of clawing at carpet and tape and linoleum and anything else that her claws could possibly get into to remove that barrier between her and her human, which is this guy here. I'm taking a break. This is kind of a neat thing that I've got. I don't have the opportunity to show many people. So this is a so Michelin, the car tire company, they used to make illustrated guides and travel guides for places. This is the Michelin Illustrated Guide to the Battlefields 1914 to 1918, Verdun, and the battles for its possession. Now, what's interesting about this, so this is battlefields from 1914 to 1918. This book was published in 1920. 2 years after the battles. So this is a tour guide to basically a ruined Verdun. You can see right there, that's one of the lovely sites that you can explore. It's also got a lot of maps and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, there's Chevert Square. I don't speak Romance languages, so apologies. And yeah, there's the interior of St. Saviour's Church, and it is just like blown to hell. And the whole book is like this because this was right after a devastating battle, and yeah, so it's just very strange to and almost I don't know, dystopian, apocalyptic, to have what is a well put together, well researched, and presented as a sort of like recreational tourist guide to like legitimate human tragedy. So anyway, no, Frigid, not the cool zone of history. There is, however, an amusing anecdote in here about a statue, an engraving over a cathedral entrance. It was a minor entrance that I think was particular to a specific priest who stiffed the masons, so they basically etched a crude joke, making a pun off this priest's name over the door that he would go into, which is a lesson that, regardless of your industry, pay your workers. All right. She seems to be holding still, and that was kind of my my time frame for seeing how her she's gonna be. So let's give this another shot and see what we can do. Ah, yes. Give that here, please. Where are you going, buddy? Excuse me. Fire it! Whew! Again, I don't feel good about this. And then from one of its scrabbly paws.
Yes! I did it at last! Paula!
Yes, that is also one of the things I feel when I play Monster Hunter, which was one of the things that prevented me from really being able to get into the newer ones. I played it on the PSP.
Give up. There's nothing you can do now. Paula?
Oh, Paula's a computer whiz.
Is that it? I guess all you have to do now is press that key and everything will return to normal. This land will be sent back to the Cretaceous period. And I'll be sent back to 1943, where I'll be shot.
Oh my god.
There's no time. Do it, Paula. It has to be.
That's some passive aggression right there. Man. Yeah, no, Monster Hunter, you're right. In Monster Hunter, there is that feeling of contributing to a society, and you know the fact of, I mean, it does reflect something that is real about human existence and sustenance, which is that we create things from animal bodies, and you know that's how we eat, medicine, shelter, clothes, things like that. Back before there was a lot of synthetic manufacturing. And so there's like a real element to it, and it makes us feel bad because we're sufficiently removed from that reality, and we can kind of see animals as emotional things. But that's where I live, so I still feel that way. Perspective regardless. Maybe Mike can make a different choice now. If you get rid of the bullets, is it still bullet time? That is a pretty clever way of resolving that.
Paula, you saved me, didn't you?
Mike.
You all right? You look as if you were staring off in another world.
I was thinking about a woman.
That's good. It's what you need. That's the best way to cheer you up, you know?
Huh. So, both Resident Evil Dead Aim and Dino Stalker end in boats. This is not the music I expected for the credits. I mean, I like it, to be clear. Yeah, Viper. That feels like the right length for that game. And I'm curious to know if they do any like New Game Plus things that encourage replay. But yeah, if there's anything that I expected musically to come at the end of that, Lord of the Dance was not it. Game work. These are the programmers what made it. It is a nice boat. I agree. The skull is cute. Interesting. Did they outsource the dinosaurs? I'm guessing that they did. Yeah, it looks like they did work with Neuron Age. I don't recognize that art house. Janica. I'm guessing Janica was Paula. Interesting. I didn't see any localization credits. I wonder if the whole thing was just in English, dramatically. With Japanese text otherwise. Yeah, there's Neuron Age. Okay. Polygon Magic. That's a good boy right there. REGC in general? Yes, you're right. Though I would expect there to be some localization credit because, I mean, I wouldn't expect all the text to be in Japanese. So there would be like a localization of the menu content at least. Got the I've got the Leon Kennedy grief scream score. Ada, Ada. That's what he says when he realizes he lost Ada. Special weapon. Handgun. What does this mean? And yeah, Mirth. Those are some quality logos. All right, how am I doing? Hey, there's me coming in at number 20 from a while back. Art Thompson, Nemesis, Alexia, Steve, Claire. Oh my God, this is great. Oh, that's a nice survival, Capcom survival horror fans sort of salute there. That's really cool. I want to look at that again. Yeah, I thought it was Wireo, W-I-R-E-O, but it might be Wired. Mike Wired. Mike Wired. Michael Wired. Michael Wired. Huh. Hmm. High scores? Extra mode. Duo team? Oh, cool. I wish I had somebody who would would play it with who I could play that with who I could play it that way with. Oh no, I haven't unlocked that stuff? Oh man. Hey kiddo. All right. Want to see here what this what this looks like. Oh wow, I'm running out of time? I'm not sure what I am supposed to shoot to get more time. Because I'm not seeing any of my usual things. Oh my god, you kidding me? Oh man. Okay. So I guess that means that the hyperspace collapses on old Mike. Okay, so the level is yeah.
Continue. 9.
Yeah, I guess what's interesting is that there are no tachyons until you get to the end of the first falling section. And then you have to shoot those to give yourself a boost. You can get like 40 seconds max. So then you've got 40 seconds to clear out the rest of them. Let me give it another shot. My wrist is getting tired of the old this. So this might be my last try. Personal space, buddy. Where's my blue one? Now, this might be a lost cause here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've got the wrist stamina left to wrangle with the GUNCON2's controls for the intensity that hard mode's going to take. I am curious if it were possible for one player to control the camera and the direction with the DualShock 2, and then the other player could just shoot, that would make that a lot easier and would, I mean, maybe be kind of fun, maybe frustrating co-op, depending on how well you can communicate.
2.
I want to hear how this guy says 0.
0. Game over.
Yeah, that is the level of articulation I was hoping for and got. So, That's a very Metal Gear Solid Game Over font there. So yeah, that's Dino Stalker. Oh! I wanna see um, I want to see what all the names are here. I'm gonna pay attention this time. Andy Holland, Art Thompson, Claire, David Falk, Kurt. Yeah, so those are Lily Klein, Hypnos. Vincent? Vincent's like the bad guy from Gun Survivor, the first one on PS1. So that's kind of that's funny. That Vincent's better than Art Thompson. So yeah, that's Dino Stalker, and I have Time Crisis 3. I'm not sure how interested I am in streaming that, but we'll see how that feels once I throw that in and give it a go. But yeah, next time, if we don't do Gun Survivor or a Gun Survivor game, actually Resident Evil Gun Survivor might be a fun thing to follow it up with, now that I'm thinking about it. It wouldn't be a light gun game because they disabled that for the US version, but would be kind of a cool follow-up thematically nonetheless. If I don't do that, then it's going to be Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2, which is very dear to my heart because it has a mech driven by a corgi named Hachi. So yeah, let's see. Viper, Mirth, Smiley, Mode 7, Toe, anybody else who is buried in chat who I have not said your name. Thank you so much for coming out. It's been great having you. And also on Tuesday, I'm going to be doing part 3 of Silent Hill Origins. So we'll see what Travis's big adventure looks like then. So thanks for coming out. Have a great night.